Hi, everybody. I'm Taz Thornton. Well, it's just been an emotional evening. We've just wrapped our LifeForce group. Now, it's been going in some form or another since 2017. So it feels like quite a biggie. It feels like quite a big shift to be saying goodbye to it. But it's all for good reason. You know, all good things must come to an end. And frankly, it got to the point where engagement had dropped right down. And although there was still, there was still a decent membership in there, I took the decision to close the group now while it was still being used and still useful, rather than allowing it to dwindle down to nothing. So we've officially now iced LifeForce. The joining options have disappeared from my website. We may restart something in the future, who knows? But for now, whoo, what is it they say that, or maybe it's just me that says it, sometimes in order to grow you need to let things go. So that was something that needed to just disappear for now, and we'll see what happens in future. But the reason I wanted to come live on here tonight is that we ended LifeForce, the last live broadcast, on reading the last chapter from Unleash Your Awesome, and I'd kind of forgotten how powerful that chapter was. And I wanted to share it with you guys because it might bring you something that you need to hear, that you need to act upon. So sit tight. I'm going to read you chapter 13. Unlucky for some, but not for us, from Unleash Your Awesome. And I hope you enjoy. If you've read the book before, then by all means settle down. If you've never read it, I promise you the last chapter won't spoil it for you. Here goes. This is the most powerful moment you will ever have. And every chapter starts with a quote, and this one's from Maya Angelou. Be present in all things and thankful for all things. When was the last time you really lived in the moment? Not looking behind you, not worrying or dreaming about what might lie in the future, just living absolutely in the present. There are so many cliches about this, but it's true. This moment, the one right now, is the most powerful moment you will ever have. In fact, right now is the only moment you will ever really have. Think about it. The last moment has gone, and the next one hasn't arrived yet. So this is it. What will you do with it? I don't want to get all maudlin, but each of us does have only a finite number of moments. And unless you believe in travel, and yes, there are all kinds of theories about parallel universes and time not being linear, but this isn't the book for that. You can only spend each moment once. What if I asked you to really take care of every moment, to use every one well, to breathe in every experience and learn and absorb everything you could from it? What if you just stop for a moment right now and consider all the beauty in your life? Consider everything you appreciate, everything and anyone you love, everything you feel grateful for. Hold those things in your heart just for a moment. Just for this moment, choose to feel only love, harmony, and joy. Just for this moment, choose to feel kindness. Just for this moment, choose to appreciate the wonder of being alive, of being wherever you are, reading this book, listening to this book, right now. Wherever you are, just for this moment, choose to believe you are absolutely in the right place, that whatever has happened in your life up to now has delivered you to precisely this moment, this perfect, awesome, powerful moment. What if we chose to see, feel, believe every moment was precious? What if we dropped all our agendas, all our preconceptions, all our judgments and negativity, and just found a way to appreciate every second, every breath, every heartbeat. We don't need to stop or even slow down to do this. We can carry on with our lives, doing whatever we need and or wants to be doing, and just choose to be appreciative of every moment. If any of you reading this, listening to this, have ever had a near-death experience or lived through a time where you feared your days may be cut short, you may be more aware of the value of living life to the full. It doesn't need to mean maxing out all the credit cards and traveling the world. It can be as simple as choosing to be in the moment. If I think back to that time, all those years ago, when I was lying on a hospital flatbed, my head and my neck packed in sandbags, listening to the medics talk about spinal damage, that was a giant reality check for me. I could stay in that situation where I was so desperately unhappy, hurting, afraid, or I could use the realization of that moment to make changes. In that moment, I prayed everything was going to be okay. And as soon as I was well enough and emotionally strong enough, I put the wheels in motion to change my life. That moment, all those years later, when I sat there thinking about leaping out of life, could have changed everything. In the moments afterwards, when the feeling passed, I counted my blessings and realized once more I had some big changes to make. And after my breakthrough, yet again, I knew the moment was mine. And if I wanted to live, love, and learn from every future moment, the changes were mine to make. The positive, determined action was mine to take. The responsibility for my life and for every moment of it was mine alone. Every single moment, every single second belongs to you. It's yours to do as you please with. Make every one count. Let me share a story with you. Earlier this year, I was running a Make It Happen masterclass at a business expo. During the event, one of the delegates effectively silenced the room. While others were getting themselves tied up over the elusive it they were seeking and running the usual conditioned responses about financial freedom, security, and needing to have enough, one lady quietly mentioned that she used to work in palliative care, and not once had she heard anyone nearing the end of life say they wished they'd made more money. It's true, isn't it? People might look back and say they wish they'd spent more time with the kids, married that person, enjoyed more of the outdoors, never said those angry words. But when it really matters, when we're looking back over our lives, will we really be wishing we'd spent more of our time building our cash reserves? What's really important to you? Stop. Breathe. Take time to smell the flowers. Tell that person you love them. Relax. Check in with your authentic self. What do you really want from life? There's no point in stockpiling cash if it takes you away from all the really important things. Family, friends, loved ones, the great outdoors, fun, spirituality, helping and encouraging others, adventure, whatever it is that floats your boat. Sure, have ambitions. Sure, have an amazing intention to aim for. Have several. But please, please know why you're doing it. And let it be about more than how much cash you have at bank invested or in your pocket. Use your moments. Use them wisely. enjoy them, cherish them, unleash your awesome in every one of them. Life is too short, too precious to do anything else. So I hope that has brought you some moments of realization, some happiness, some peace, something to think about. I'm going to sign off there. Even without LifeForce, there are still so many places you can connect with me online and interact with me online. There's all my social channels. There's the free group I run on Facebook. Just search for Taz Thornton's Inspiration Tribe, and you can come in there and you can chat with us and get inspiration or inspire others. That's all there, all free. If you're a coach, healer, or therapist, and you want some one-to-one kind of training and support and coaching work with us, you can look at the Unleashed group that I run with my wife Asha. That includes monthly coaching, and there's lots of one-to-one and other group coaching options, but there's loads of ways you can connect with me and work with me and get some good Tazings without paying a cent. So number one of those has got to be Inspiration Tribe. And again, follow me on all those social channels. And if you want to drop me a line at any time, you can message me on any of my social channels. Sometimes my team looks after the messages, but I do always read all of them, and I will always reply. It might take me a little while. I do get quite a few, but I will always reply to you. So thank you for listening. If you want to share this, feel free. If you know anyone who might benefit from the messages I've just read out from that chapter, again, feel free to tag them in or to send this video to them, and I hope it helps. There is actually a new edition of this book coming soon. I bought the rights back from my old publisher because I didn't like the way they were treating me and some of the other authors, so I've bought the rights back to my own book, and fairly soon I'll be re-releasing a second edition with some bonus content, so look out for that too. I'll be asking you all to support me in that and get it back on the map. I think there are still some copies of that on Amazon, and you can also go through Waterstones, Blackwell's, Foyles, all good booksellers. So anyway, I hope that's helped. I'm going to sign off now for the evening and go spend some quality time with my fam. Lots of love. Thanks for watching. Take care.